Hello and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be covering some more pieces of news that you should know about, roughly around three of them. And the first one is FTX seeking to get back around $3.9 billion from Genesis that undersold the SUI contracts by 1,000x. If you haven't already, subscribe, drop a comment, and click that bell and stay up to date with us. All right, so like I said, that bankruptcy case actually was proceeded as the company moved to try to get that $3.9 billion from Genesis. And meanwhile, an earlier FTX sale became relevant to the launch of the SUI token. So this filing was in May 3rd, and FTX said that it intended to begin the adversary proceedings against Genesis and some other associated companies. Now, the filing that Genesis a main feeder fund for FTX and Alameda, and it said that Genesis actually got avoidable transfers from FTX's debtors totaling around 3.8 billion. All right, but FTX debtors specifically repaid 1.8 billion in loans and gave another 273 million of collateral to Genesis. They also allowed the Genesis Capital and GGC International to withdraw 1.6 billion and 213 million from the FTX.com. But FTX said that it will seek to call back funds that they received through avoidance actions, and it's looking to return funds to millions of creditors owed, which is over around $11 billion. But the request actually, limited relief and allowing it to file and receive adjudication for that claim. But it is trying to enforce a request that would actually occur in Genesis' own bankruptcy case. But it's actually likely undervalued SUI contracts. So this is what FTX did. So it undervalued the SUI contracts, and to also attract the attention of the Misted Network, the SUI token, right? But last year, 2022, FTX and its related companies purchased token contracts that would have allowed them to get around 888 million SUI, but the token was worth $1.38 at that time, and meaning that the FTX group could have actually redeemed those contracts for 1.2 billion. All right. And in other news, we have Bitcoin and Ethereum are actually stagnant. So some investors actually are looking at some of that low capped. So, and this is all according to this quarter. So, Ethereum had earned around like 0.7% in April, and Bitcoin went down about 1.4%. But the high cap cryptos have actually saturated, like XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin, Polygon are not doing any better, and they've actually lost some of the steam, even though they had a rallier this year to reverse those losses made of last year. But those high cap cryptos actually have the advantage of credibility. They can't give high returns to investors, and their market caps are in the billions already. So investors are on the hunt for actually finding something that's underrated that can actually give them multifold returns by the end of the year. Like BTC, Ethereum, Doge can earn a fortune. So why are they really the best this quarter, those underrated cryptos, right? So if somebody is looking to take advantage of blockchain innovation through the market vitality, they have to actually find those assets. Now, pre-sales and giveaways in these investments, since they've actually come at heavily discounted prices, right? So, for example, given that some cryptocurrencies are likely to continue on flat lines this month, some investors are actually will hoard pre-sale tokens in anticipation of price hikes, but not all pre-sales are actually worth investing in. So some need to analyze the project in detail before actually going to put money inside this native crypto. They should actually dive deep into the white paper and project relevance and the tokenomics and security audit reports. That's going to actually really help them. So some coins like YPredict, an all-in-one ecosystem for crypto traders. It's a Web 3.0 ecosystem that offers some data-driven insight, and it actually trends to subscribers using AI as well. Now, it includes top 1% of AI developers in quantitative analysis. So that's actually who is really developing this, who's really behind White Predict. And they're actually empowering market participants to actually get their trading strategies with some unbeatable edges and actually joining forces with some researchers like doctors. And it offers one of the most robust AI tools in the crypto market that's ever seen. So it's pretty good for the crypto traders and beginners and seasoned. So they can actually get hundreds of bullish and bearish charts, candlestick patterns automatically. They can get reliability score of the pattern, which is calculated based on the accuracy of the expected price behavior, the historical, by the way, and after that pattern is formed. So developers actually give you the predictive model on the platform and subscriptions, and they give 70% of the deposit as a payment. But that native coin YPRED is the default and discounted payment option for marketplace subscriptions and premium services as well. But what about the holders, right? So you can actually join loyalty programs, get some passive income through the revenue sharing staking pools. 10% of each new subscription goes to the staking pools, by the way. And they are shared with YPRED holders based on the lock-in period. So holders also get access to YPredict analytics performance data-driven insights in those matrix for free. So that's pretty big. And this is one of those main ones, right? So they even have AiDoge, so it's an AI-powered meme coin with 100x potential. Now it was launched a few days back, but investors are actually jumping on it as well. And it's expertise in AI and Web3. So if you have that, you can use this platform to create some viral memes just with a click of a finger, right? But it is actually underpinned by utilities, and it has that edge on the market using those cases as well. Now the market is dominated by Shiba Inu and Dogecoin now. They're actually hollow, but they have high market caps diminishing the growth. So that's the big deal as well. So you're going to be able to create memes with this one. They have D-Lance as well. D-Lance is pretty big. 65% of working people are actually going for it. It is like a marketplace that's rivaling freelance, Upwork, Fiverr. 12 billion by 2028 is what they're expecting for the freelancing industry. So it's already pretty big. And they don't have to tackle those challenges because of those limitations of Web 2.0. Ectoterra as well is green crypto powered by recycle to earn ecosystem that they have, and it tracks the contributions and added to your user profile, which is pretty big, especially with all the green talk going around as well. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you again next time. Be sure to subscribe, drop a comment, and until then, see you in the next video.